Hello. So many other chats. Alright. I'm just gonna delete all of these terrible, terrible, terrible versions that I've created. Like all these alternate versions of the stream. I mean for this one to be the only one. So this is the only stream. Okay. So real quick. Stream is happening now. Awesome. Okay, so. Hello people, hello people. Can I change the thumbnail? This looks so lame. This looks ridiculously lame. I can't even change. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, alright. I think we're good to go. Just gonna text a few chats, guys. Get on my stream. Please. Okay. Hi! Oh my goodness! It's you! Great guy. Alright. Alright, okay. I think we should get started now. People are gonna come in. I promise this is the one link. Because I created so many different, apparently I created so many different other streams. And it didn't register on YouTube, so that's really weird. It's my first time, forgive me. Hopefully not the last. It probably will be. So, this is just a stream that I set up to commemorate me having I'm saying 1,000. I mean 100 subscribers. It's now 102 actually, which is diabolical because this morning I was on 100. And you guys, 102. I'm really happy. Thank you to all of you. Even if you guys aren't like, I know there's a ton of people and I've just started, but like there's a ton of people who aren't on the stream right now. I'm just so thankful for every single one of these people. And it's just made my day to see this. I mean, it's great. So, okay. Right, nice. So, I'm gonna wait for like a bunch of other people to come on. Where is Sean? Where is Sean? He should be here right now. Guys, can we get Sean on? Alright, so, guys, how are we doing? Austin, how are we doing? Wait, guys, I actually don't have the chat, like, loaded up. Just give me a second, Alright, sign into chat. I'm gonna open this in a web browser because I cannot see the chat for the life of me. All I can see, guys, is Austin saying howdy doody. Live chat, all messages. I can't believe. Alright. Anan, I saw your message saying read the flipping chat. All I can see, and I'm not even joking right now, is Austin saying Wario. And even that got, like, AI detected. Through this, the spam, like, the comment filter. That got detected out of all things. Wait, so I'm gonna go, you know what? New strategy. I'm gonna go on phone YouTube. And I'm gonna read the chat from there. Because I can't. Okay, wait. Michael White, Tyler Be Alone. Okay. Hi, people. Could you just... Alright, thanks, Anan. You're great. You're awesome. So, wait. I'm just watching myself on the stream. It's lagging by so much. Crazy. Alright. Tyler and Michael, who are you? And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. That would be awesome. If you're really into that singing stuff, that would be amazing. If I go to, how do I even, okay, top chat, live chat, all messages visible. Even if I'm refreshing the chat, It doesn't say this. Okay, I'm done with Streamlabs. There's a reason I've never used this. All right. On this side, it's not lagging. Yeah. You probably said that. Like, you probably commented that about, I don't know, I don't know. It feels like 3 minutes after I said that, because I was literally just talking about lag. And you were probably, like, messaging at that point about the lag. Yeah. Right, this is AI. Lol. How am I... Zara, I challenge you to, in, like, an anti-AI duel or something. How can I prove that I'm not AI? Alright. Guys, I'm picking up a water bottle. This is a water bottle. I am not AI. Let me actually show you. I have had these on my desk for a very, very long time. This is from it's like a craft fair from around where I am. It was around Christmas time. I got these just because I wanted to. I just wanted to. And they've been so cute. And I've been trying to find a place for them. Guys, where should I put my flowers? They've literally just been sitting on my desk. I wish I could show you my desk right now, but my camera's fixed there, so I can't move it. But basically, just to give you guys an overview of how cool my desk is. All right, I've got the main desk underneath. Then I've got a side shelf that someone built. We got someone to build it, like, slightly above. And the space is just big enough that I can, like, put my keyboard in there and just slide it out and play piano whenever I want. And that's my upstairs one. My downstairs one is downstairs. So, and then I've got my shelves here. You guys can probably see in the back mirror. Wait, no, you can't. On my videos, you can. But, like, I've got this shelf going around my desk, which just about fits my monitor. And I just love the space. It's great. But about the flowers, I've literally just been keeping the flowers on my piano keyboard. And I need a better place to put them, because then I can't play. I can't practice. So I'm going to have to find somewhere else to put it. I could put it on some of my bookshelves if I empty them. But it's just too much hassle. You guys ever hate cleaning up? You guys ever hate, like, reorganizing your room? That's me. I hope you learned your... What did he spam? What did this guy spam? Oh my gosh. Has he been banned? Has he been auto-banned? This is crazy. Am I Turkish? No. But I did know in one of my old classes, I did know this guy who is Turkish. No one knew until he told us, because he looked like pasties. So, yeah, that was crazy. I'm half Indian and British. I'm checking the chat. I am dumbfounded. What is going on? Who is getting banned? This is my first stream. Guys. Chris, I love you, Chris. Hi. My two favorite people. If we can get Sean on here, that would be amazing. All right. Cleaning takes too much time. I agree. Yellow gamers. You know what? Guys, if you weren't here back in the day, there was this guy, British. There was this guy called Joy. Like, we called him Joy. What's his first name? I forgot. But anyway, he used to do these streams. It was mainly like Super Mario Super Sluggers or something. I don't know. I don't think anybody actually enjoyed them. But he was great. The guy, there's so much questionable stuff about that guy, but yeah, that was crazy. What did you just delete? I'd side-eye you. Do you play Fortnite? What is Nightball? Wait, are you English? Yes, I'm British. Bottle of water. 6'7". 6'7". Guys, can someone please explain what... Dylan, yes, you're so right. Guys, can you please explain what is this 6'7" stuff about? Because I'm not in school. Like, I graduated from school last year. I am now in uni. I don't know what any of this means. I haven't been around small children in a while. Please, can somebody tell me, what is this 6'7" stuff about? Because I want to know. Do you play Fortnite? I used to. A bit. And I say that, but I wasn't really like, I played a few times and then I was like, okay, I'm a bit bored. What I will say is I really liked the creative stuff. Like, when you can build stuff and go boom, 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 and then like you jump and then there's like a layer of brick or whatever it is. Like, there's like a slope and then you jump and then there's a slope and then you jump and there's a slope. I love that. I feel like I would enjoy Fortnite more if they were like building challenges, like who can build the biggest thing in like a small amount of time or whatever. 6-7, and the screen shook like. Yes. You know what? I actually did that one time. I forgot what it was. I think it's. I don't actually think there's a meaning to it. Enlighten me, small children. But yeah, I just looked up 6-7 to help explain. Google does that. I love Google Easter eggs. If you type in like Arial or Comic Sans, it shows you the results in Arial or Comic Sans. The devs are great. Where do you live? Classified. A basketball meme. Oh, it was a basketball meme? Oh, wow. Okay, alright. So, you're such a 3 viewers. This is not a... my days. Anand, why are you sending pictures of the stream on the... oh, my days. Yeah, that's so true. You guys remember the golden age of Google? Like, when they used to do Easter eggs all the time? And when they used to have, like, that... You remember the Halloween games? That was a peak time to be alive. Like, they'd do this Halloween doodle every year where they'd have... It was like a cat, and you'd have to make, like, math symbols, like add, subtract, multiply, divide. And you'd have to swipe on the screen. I don't know why. I just love the Google Halloween games. Google's great. Okay. Anan, what did you get banned for? I think we need to start a courtroom here. The fact that even Anand is getting, like, crazy. Alright, guys, what's actually happening? What are we doing? Guys, tell me. Yeah, best games I had in class. I love the Google Snake game. To be honest, it's just, oh, hey guys, hello, hi people, hi, how are you? Well, how's it going? What's happening? Tell me about your day. Keep it coming. So, yeah, well, I'm just gonna yap at you guys, and you can yap at me. I'll be checking the chat periodically, but right now I just want to say something. But not before I reply to this. Favorite movie. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really watch movies. I cannot sit still for more than, I don't know, I just can't sit still. My best friend has actually sent me a whole list of movies and TV series and things that I should check out, that she thinks that I should check out. It's about 3 pages long, and it includes webtoons, which let's be real, I'm not gonna check out. I don't have the time. I want to be doing things. I'm the sort of person who just wants to live life and do things and, cool stuff. Hey, Matt, how are you doing? It's been a while. You're actually the first person to comment. Today was great. Watched 2 cricket matches and played some in the evening too. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool. Favorite movie? I don't know. Sorry. But I do, I've seen a bunch of movie clips. Wait, actually, I'm trying to think of my favorite movie. I'm not going to think of my favorite movie. I've been studying how opera singers sing, actually. It's been kind of a journey. I agree. And someone who's gone from classical to, like, detraining my classical side to do more contemporary stuff. Like, some of you guys know my story. Some of you guys, if you don't, then I'll enlighten you. So I had a classical teacher for 8 years. 9 years. And she was also the head of my church choir. So, like, I saw her a lot. I'd have maybe practice with her on Mondays. And then I have school choir with her on Thursdays. And then on Friday evenings, I'd have church choir. So I saw her 3 times a week, minimum. Depends on if there were other rehearsals, I'd see her more. But she was my first voice teacher, which I had since I was small, right? She gave me a good classical, strong foundation in, like, the basics of singing. But for anything that required technique or, like, endurance or anything, I was at a loss. And I stand by this. You can do so much with YouTube, but you really do need a good teacher. Because I had YouTube at my disposal. There probably weren't as many voicey people on YouTube, but, I had it. It was a tool that I knew I could go to. And then, the other side of YouTube is I looked at all these singers doing this stuff that I could, I was told belting was, belting's loud singing, you guys. Like, you see, most contemporary singers do, they have a style called belting, right? And it's this really powerful, impressive style of singing that a lot of, the greatest singers do. So I used to look at these singers online and be like, wait a minute, that's not what I'm learning. Why aren't I allowed to do this? Because another thing is classical, some classical singers, I'm going to say conservatoire trained ones, a lot of them say that belting is harmful. It hurts your voice. And I'm going to say, belting and opera, they're around the same, 6, 7. They're around the same level of intensity. So that's not true at all. Belting isn't harmful when you do it right. But, wait, I'm just going to refresh the chat. It's not harmful at all when you do it right. Because, it's just, wait, oh my gosh, hi Jacob. How are you? You good? So, yeah. Guys, yeah, but, okay, as I was saying, I got sidetracked. That classical training literally just, yeah, I realized I'm not going anywhere. I'm not learning the stuff that I want to learn. So that really started my journey, because then my uncle, this was around, let's say I'm in grade 5. I think you guys call it 5th grade in the US. But we call it year 6. And it was the summer of year 6. I just finished primary school. So, I was just about to go on to secondary. And my uncle bought me lessons, from 4 different voice teachers in Canada, because I was there on holiday for 3 weeks, right? First voice teacher, she was, contemporary voice teacher, kind of mid-tier. She was okay. But she taught me so much that actually opened my eyes to what actual singing lessons are, non-classical. Because UK, guys, international people, just to say, UK pushes, classical technique, classical foundations, even when most of the teachers don't actually have those foundations, because things get lost when you keep teaching stuff over and over again. You get the big classical singers, and then they pass stuff down, then it gets watered down, and people forget the techniques, and yeah, that happens. And the thing with a lot of UK singers, they're not very motivated, and the attitudes that I've seen from the past teachers I've had here have not been great, and they've just been very stuck in their ways. So classical was alright, but this first teacher in Canada, she really opened my mind up to the possibilities of contemporary styles and singing as they are, everything. I know that sounds really vague, but yeah, I'm so brain dead right now. So that was the first teacher. The second teacher, she was at a recording studio in Canada, Cherry Beach Sound. They've done a lot of good records. They specialize in production, and they have some pretty cool people who've produced there and done cool stuff. But she had a room there, so she was on a bunch of I'm gonna say American Idol / X Factor, but for the Canadians. You don't hear of that. You never hear of Canadian Idol. What is that? But she was on that kind of show as a judge behind the scenes, as a voice coach behind the scenes, not as a judge. And she was the one who opened me up to things like expression, how to actually convey, your feelings in a performance, and things like blocking. If you guys don't know what blocking is, it's a technique used in theater and plays and stage productions where you're okay, I need to move here at this part of the script. I need to go backwards. I need to take a sip of water, stage directions. But I didn't know that you could apply this to singing in such a vivid way. So that was really cool. She gave me a whole stage plan. Thank you, Shamia. So yeah, I just thought, first of all, this teacher just mind-blowing. I still have a ton of their notes from it must have been 7 or 8 years ago. I'm trying to avoid saying 6, 7 if you can tell, but unintentionally. But yeah, that was really cool. And then the third singer, the third teacher, oh gosh, she was scary. I had one lesson with her. For context, the first teacher I had, like the mid-range one, I had 3 lessons with. The second one, I had 2 lessons with. Follow the pattern. I had 1 lesson with this teacher. She was a classical teacher, which was very different to the 2 contemporary singer teachers that I had before, right? And this teacher she was like classical in a way that I didn't think was possible. She was Russian. She was big built. She was quite, structured. Very, very, and for my 10, 11-year-old brain, I was not prepared for this. So, yeah, she was kind of a nightmare. But there's something. But I just loved that afterwards, because she was very strict and she was like, oh, right. But she was like, yeah, come down. And then she got her daughter to demonstrate stuff for me, which was crazy. It was about 1.5 hours of pure torture at the time. But then when I looked back at my notes and when I listened to the voice recordings that my mom and dad got, my gosh, she was helpful. And then the fourth one, she was a bit of a yucky lady. Let me just. Can you hear me now? I'll go to Streamlabs desktop, see if I'm coming through. Yeah, it says I'm coming through. So, yeah, I'll tell my. Wait, actually no, I've got maximum game. Thank you, guys. So, yeah, basically, the fourth teacher, we met her on the way to the airport. She was a musical theatre teacher, but we didn't really expect much about her because we had only really booked, my uncle only booked the 3 teachers, and this one was on a whim just because she was right next to the airport and we were leaving that day. And she was scary. I don't remember getting anything actually, substantial out of her. She was just an old lady. she was, oh wait, I'm now using a different audio. That's because my USB hub, I changed it. I kind of changed the direction it was facing. I'm just gonna tell me when it's good. So, yeah, she was diabolical. I use that word a lot, but she was just crazy, this lady. It's like she had this superiority complex that, she is this big diva, and then everybody else, the students that she teaches are like the scum of the earth. She was really angry though. My uncle, poor guy, he was trying to do an audio recording on his phone. He put the phone in the middle of the table, and then she was like, what's this? What are you recording? What are you recording? And he was like, I'm sorry. I'm an aspiring singer. Yeah. He had to pretend to actually enjoy singing for that whole session. God bless him. But yeah, that was, I couldn't really take much out of that, but she traumatized me. But what I will, to her credit, she did open me up to what most New York, she's like Professor Snape. You don't expect it until you listen back and you're like, whoa, yes, she is. But this was a Jewish lady. Jeez. So yeah, that was literally on the way to the airport. I had nothing valuable that I could take from that other than New York voice coaches are kind of, they're not the nicest. But hey, she probably had something useful in there. I just can't remember. I was 10. I didn't make notes. I've got to ask my uncle if he's still got that audio recording. It'll be making my sob story. Back to what Czech was saying. Belting is a style of singing where you're like... So, for me to be able to explain this, I need to explain what chest and head voice are. So, chest voice is what I'm speaking with right now. There's 2 main mechanisms of singing, and this is chest voice. This is one of them. So, I'm speaking like this. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey! Loud type of singing that's, mainly powerful in character. It can be a bit piercing. It depends. But then head voice is like, hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opera type singing. So that's really the difference. And I was solely trained in classical singing, but it wasn't classical as I knew it because It was literally just like, I was so breathy. I was almost out of tune at some points. And if, there's probably 1 or 2 recordings of me on YouTube when I was small, if my mom hasn't taken them down. Well, if I haven't taken them down on my mom's account, but you will be able to hear the difference. I'm gonna probably upload them or like link them somewhere. But my gosh, if I hadn't been with those coaches, like if I haven't seen that side of voice, I don't know where I'd be. Fast forward to now, I've been with a bunch of celebrity coaches, but my current coach right now, she's amazing, bless her, LA voice coach, for 6 years, going on 7. And I've just had the privilege of looking at her, presentations before they even go out, like workshop conference presentations. She's a great person to be around. She's just amazing. And, everything I learned from her just makes me love to sing more and more. So, yeah, that's basically the story. I've also auditioned, in 2021, I think I auditioned for you guys remember that Eurovision, you guys remember Måneskin, that Italian band? They were they were decently relevant in 2021 for about the summer, I think. That was all. But that's what they're best known for. That's what she's best known for. This Italian coach, Danila Satragno, and Sia Jack. But yeah, she was gosh, I'm so tired right now, guys. But she was actually so cool. But she, there was a significant language barrier. I can't lie. It was, I couldn't understand a thing she was saying. So, yeah. Sad but true. I'm gonna actually check the chat because I can only see, some people commenting. Damn. Wait. Day was great. Okay. Can you sing 2 lines of Wicked Game? I actually don't. Guys, I don't know if you can see the chat, but there was a guy called Chris Desmond. Basically, him and I have been, I worked on one of his games. He has a game series called Diamonia. It's very good. Highly recommend you guys play it. It's really cool. And he's published books, and I'm the sister of the main character. This was a while ago. So yeah, he's been great. It's been so great to work with him. I've got to reply to your email. Sorry, Brandon Chris guy. I usually call you Ash because that's the character name. No way we have Naomi saying 6'7" in the big 26. Hi. Oh, hi Naomi. How are you? Yeah, she's my dad's friend. Naomi is really nice. She's been on my dad's, they have a stop saying 6'7". You're lying. You're lying. My gosh. This is great. Thank you so much. Guys, this is amazing. Thank you so much. I'm English, but said I'm great, thank you. I'm really glad you're doing well. I'm gonna refresh the chat because it keeps glitching out and I keep not seeing the messages. All I can see is I think this is just subscribers only. Let me look at the subscribers messages. Yeah, the Google games are great. I love them. They're just the best things to play when you're bored and you've got nothing else to do. So I absolutely agree with you. Yeah, it was horrid. The Russian lady was horrid. She was just yelling at me the whole time, going, "Sing this way. No, you need, darlings, sing this way." And I was like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, lady? But when I look back at it, she was so good and so talented. And, we only had about an hour and a half. She can't put her whole... Do you people sing? I know a lot of you are friends and family and people, but I'm just so glad someone... Actually, nothing. Can I? Oh, no, I can't. Oopsie. Share the window. If I scroll up and put window here... No. Start page. Safari, Wheel of Names. Yep. Yeah. Okay. All right, it's sharing. So, I had this whole Wheel of Names type thing that I was going to do with like random singing experiment stuff. That was the plan. I was going to go into ChatGPT and write like, unfortunately, for now, I'm just glad to meet all of you. And it's great that we're all here in one place. So, I'm happy. I'm so happy, guys. Just double checking. Yeah. Another thing I was going to say, the future of this channel, which I probably should like full fiber. So, it should have been fine. It should be fine. I'll see. Actually, I've got like an Ethernet thing. I don't know if that'll actually work. I'll get my dad on it. We'll see if we can make that happen. But for now, I just want to explain my vision for the channel because I feel like I haven't done that yet. I've only been spamming videos and haven't stopped to say what I want this to be like. Okay, so guys, more than a channel, the last thing I want to be. Let's start with the last thing I want to be. A preachy, coachy type voice coach. I don't want to be that. The internet's full of them. Old ladies who have nothing else to do. They just tell people how to sing instead of singing well themselves. Right? Does that sound familiar to anyone? Have you not seen these people on YouTube? But honestly, like all the examples and real role models of voice and singing that we have are older ladies who they may be a bit, I don't want to say judgmental, they're not, but they may look down upon young people for not having good technique, and they may think, they may just not appreciate the younger generation as much as they need to be appreciated. And I honestly believe that we can change this if we, cultivate a strong community of people who want to test, take singing conceptions from like the greats from 1,000 years ago and actually test them, see if they're still relevant, if they're relevant to the techniques and things that we use today. Is it still relevant? What can we change? What can we create as a group? What difference can we make in the singing community? And that's something that I've been really focusing on. I want to provide the singing community online with something tangible, technique, and not just technique, artistry, things that you can actually take and apply to your own singing. And I don't want to do that in a tutorial way. Let's be honest, no one, we only go to YouTube for tutorial stuff when we feel like it, and when the opportunity arises, when we think, okay, I'm having trouble with this, let me Google it. And half the time, I know you people don't even Google it. You can't even be bothered. So the point is, checking chat while talking. The point is, I want there to be a space here, or on school or wherever. We'll start here and build our way up. But I want us to have a community where we can all come together and test things, test assumptions, create, evidence bases, look at the literature and test based on the research, and then go, just experiment, try new things, and talk about just the stuff that we've been learning. I want this to be an experiment rather than me teaching you from the pulpit. I want engagement. I want this community to be one of engagement and experimentation and constant evolution of ideas. I don't want this to be a place where we're just stuck in our old ways and we're thinking, okay, well, according to this technique, this singer is singing badly. According to this technique, you're not doing what you should. Because when it comes down to it, singing is all about expression and expressing a certain idea in a certain way. And obviously there's technical aspects like, there's technical aspects like, how can you improve this one thing that you're doing to make it better and, to make it feel better, to make it sound better. But technique does not matter nearly as much in the grand scheme of things as emoting does. Emotion, transmuting feeling into sound. And, we just need to get acquainted with the literature, but also about how we express, right? Because there's a ton of voice coaches, don't get me wrong, that do, they do like voice coaching tutorials, how to sing, singing for dummies, singing for beginners. But I want to take a group of singers that actually aren't just beginners. I want to take you guys who love to sing and transmute that kind of... I want to take you guys on a journey, and it's cliche, absolutely, but I want you people to feel educated, to feel informed, and to feel like you're engaging in a community of like-minded, proud, amazing singers that want to get better, that love their craft, that, if this should be a place where people want to come for excellence rather than just, okay, I'll dip my toe in and try it, see how it is, have a go. Yeah, there's a time and a place for that, but this is for seriously dedicated singers who want to get ahead, who want to do amazing things with their voice rather than just, okay, I'm just gonna sing because I enjoy it. Like, there's no harm in that, and I highly encourage people to do that. But this is a place for people who want to make it professionally, who want to do amazing things with their voice, who want to get that part and ace that talent show and, get into that company and write that song and perform it and do this event. It's endless. Like, you guys, you don't see the opportunities in front of you. Like I said with those stories about the voice coaches, you do not see the opportunities that are in front of you until you see people doing it. People like you. So that's why I highly, highly encourage you guys to stick with me on this, because I'm going to be doing experiments with you. I'm going to lead, trials. We're going to do things together, and it's going to be peak. It's going to be amazing. And I honestly, really, like, my heart is set on creating such a community with you people. Not because, like, I have nothing to gain financially. I have nothing to gain other than an amazing group of singers that I wanted since I was small to grow with on, not just like a try it and see level, because there's so many groups for that. There's so many teachers for that. But there's no, the access to Hollywood teachers, Hollywood voice coaches, and anything above that elite level is very, very minimal. And why, as Gen Z and whatever generation you are, like, we are the younger generation. Let's just make this clear. The vast majority of my subscribers and my friends are, we're young people. We should have some sort of figure, well, not figure, but we need some sort of group that encourages this behavior, that actually, takes professionalism and runs with it. We don't just want to be average anymore. I don't want to be average anymore. This is the place for that. This is the place where we make it to the next level of singers, where we break through boundaries. And I feel like I'm on, like, those those Miss Universe shows. I feel like I'm doing one of those speeches and I'm, like, speaking nonsense. But honestly, this is going to be the place where we train. We train and we play and, oh my gosh, cliche after cliche. You understand what I mean. This is not the place for amateurs. This is the place where we get down to it. We have professional discussions here. We talk about things that, not beyond breathing and breath support. We talk about things that are scientifically backed and, maybe they're not scientifically backed. Maybe we've got to find the backing for that. Just different ideas, like the ancient Greeks used to. They used to love debating ideas and talk about things because, that would evolve us as a society. And the society of singers, whether that be Broadway or opera, we need to do better. Especially the younger generation. We need to improve drastically. So, yeah. I hope you guys are with me. Are you with me? So, thank you for watching. I'll probably end it now because I literally have nothing else to talk about. But I'm buzzing with ideas. So I just give me a few seconds. I just need to get my ideas down on paper. I'll get them into my Notion. We're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna write, we're gonna do experiments. I'm gonna open a Google Doc so that you guys can... Oh gosh. Sorry, bro. Seems that you... Why is this Nightbot doing this to everybody? It axed about 3-4 people, and I'm someone who spams caps. It's gonna ban me next. The audacity to just spam, like, to just say an A. That's so real. That's so real. Nightbot's evil. But yeah, as I was saying, guys, this is gonna be the place, and I want to make it with you. So tonight, straight after this stream, I'm gonna note down a ton of ideas for this. Thank you, Matt. I believe in you too. You better keep singing. You better keep making those videos. Those clips that you sent me and those videos that you've uploaded are too good for you to hide right now. Get it done. I want to see more of you. So, yes, guys, this is going to be a space where we go hard. We're intense. We play hard. This is not going to be like any other YouTube channel on the internet. I promise you. It's going to be amazing. We're going to do so much scientific stuff. We're going to push the boundaries of what people know. And, you know, I'm saying this like I know everything in the world. No, I don't. Actually, the more I've gone into my singing journey, the more I've realized I don't know anything. I know nothing. But, yeah. Guys, the more you delve into the singing stuff, the more you're going to realize I don't know anything. I know nothing at all. And there's so much to learn. So, first of all, before I go, I want you guys, even if you're not singers, think about your goals. What do you want to do this year? And can I make it happen in half? Can I make it happen in 3 months? Can I make it happen sooner than that? What are the steps that you're stopping yourself from doing? So, I wish I had something like a visualizer that I can show you, but I'm going to get my notepad and we're just going to talk about it. So, what is something, guys, name 3 things, maybe even type in the chat, 3 things that you want to accomplish this year. 3 things that you want to have done. Like, it could be a talent show. It could be, I sing at this event. I could do, like, I perform at, I don't know, church. I do a worship service. This is purely just based on YouTube right now. This one, I'm gonna aim for 200 subs minimum by get happen. If I can get 11, oops, stream froze. If I can get 111 subs today, who knows? I'm gonna get in the musical. I'm gonna get 200 subs this year. And I'm also going to, what else can I do? I'm also going to, what's something that I'm trying to think of something that I really, really want to have done that I haven't done yet. I'm going to send in 5 hence why Brandon and I met. But I'm trying to think. Alright, something that's really limiting me is thinking, oh, I can't go out of Birmingham. You know, I'm not going to work on projects that are like out of my, you know, geographical remit. I'm going to apply for projects in London. I think that's it. I'm going to have to apply for projects outside of Birmingham, because what is there? Okay, I can't lie. What is there in Birmingham? Like, there's like amateur productions. But if I really want to push myself this year, I see statements like Donald Trump and Kanye. They're allowed to say the stuff that they are saying. They say that they're them. And I'm sitting in my room and London, or like out of Birmingham. I'm just gonna say out of Birmingham, because it's a dump here. Original. I would actually say the same. Yes, but I just want you to know you can actually, you know, you absolutely can pivot if you're not making the content that you do want to right now. I mean, you're a guy who strikes me as someone who's always done what he wants to have done. Like, you don't put out a single piece of content if you really don't want to. I've never ever seen that from you, and that's something I admire about you as a creator. I'm just gonna go back to the stream chat, see what there is. Anant, I'm not gonna talk about. I just read a WhatsApp message from Anant. Anant, I'm not gonna talk about that on stream. That's your problem. But yeah. Let's see. Go down to the bottom. The stream is freezing again. It always does this. Gosh, yeah. But yeah, you absolutely strike me as a creator that would not do anything that doesn't feel right for you. So good on you. That's really good. Yeah, but let me just say, this isn't just for the singing people, but for YouTube in general. One of my, my biggest mentor and inspiration sent me something that was, oh, someone else subscribed. That's really cool. I'm going to send this to some other people, but one of my biggest YouTube mentors ever sent me something that's called the 10 down, 10 up strategy. I'll send you, actually, Austin, remind me. I'm gonna send Austin that thread. TDTU, because it allows you, that strategy that the guy used allows you to pivot completely. Doesn't matter what your old audience would have wanted. I mean, yes, it does, because they're your people. They came for you. But also, you can pivot in a way that doesn't exclude them. And if you're having any trouble with that at all, then I'll send you that. Yeah, I'll send you that later. But yeah, I a lot. The chat isn't showing. It's freezing again. Yippee! Woohoo! So, I think this might be a good time to end the stream anyway. Just because it's getting so late. We're 50 minutes in, guys. Come on. So I just want to say thank you very much, everybody, for coming. It's been wonderful. Just talking to so many of you and having this opportunity to, just to engage with the people that have subscribed or, haven't. Clearly, if you haven't, like that Michael person at the start was a bit jarring. If you're still here, I didn't mean that, sorry. No, but yeah. Thanks, guys. I am too brain dead. Oh, you! Oh my gosh. Hi. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been wonderful. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. I'll probably just log off. I'm postponing this. I feel like I'm putting this off. I'm just talking right now. I'm just yapping. Are there actually 6 viewers on this? Why do I even have 6 viewers? I'm literally just yapping. Okay, closing statements. The channel is going to be better than ever, and we're going to have a community of people who love to sing, who want to push the boundaries of what we know at the moment, and we're going to do that in a way that lets us experiment, and we're going to publish our findings. I say that like we're writing papers, we're not, but I'm going to have a community, like an actual community program that allows you guys to comment on each other's findings and say, oh, maybe this is because of this, or just contribute, talk about it. What's going on? What's going on with the things that you've experimented with? I want to see that. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you sometime soon. Take care and have a great night. How do I stop the stream? My gosh. Alright, it's the big button that says end stream that I